What's up, everybody? If you guys didn't see, competitive season 10 as well as the Rocket ID just dropped. If you guys don't know what that is, stay tuned. We're going to go all over that and more in this video. Alright, guys, obviously a lot to go over. The big ones being that there's a new friends list with the Rocket ID option. I'll go over that in just a second. But the big one is competitive season 9 is officially over and all the rewards are officially out. So if you guys haven't seen those yet, I waited to boot up my game for you guys to kind of show you those. So bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, champion, and then the title if you got grand champ. Wheels, there's also chances to get additional titles as well. I didn't play the additional modes like the grand or the Rumble, Snow Day, hockey and stuff. There was like RNG God and like something wizard or something. I forget what it is, but there's 3 other titles that were possible, or technically 4 if you ended up doing well and getting grand champ in those other game modes. The big one though that everybody's looking at is on the bottom right here is the new Rocket ID. If you guys don't know what that is, basically it is now allowing you to play cross-platform with all your friends. So if you have friends that are on Xbox, PC, console, Switch, of any sort, whatever it is, the only thing we don't have is mobile, you have the ability to add them through Rocket ID. So under my name, as you guys can see, not only does it have my name, but it also has a number or a numeric value, and you can use that to add friends. What you do is you go into add friend by Rocket ID, you type in their info, and you're good to go. You can also change your Rocket ID. I don't know if you just want to change your name itself. I don't know if it changes anything with the numbers or anything. You have a recent players. It'll show the most recent, I think 20 or 25 that aren't on your friends list in there, and then obviously notifications for requests and everything else. Super clean UI, looks great. So really well done by Psyonix there. Like I said, competitive season 9 rewards are out, so we already showed you those. Season 10 is now officially started, so in ranked, you should be unranked. You got to play your placement matches in all your competitive modes. Soft reset, again, I wish it was a hard reset personally. If you guys don't know the difference between a soft reset and a hard reset is where your MMR just starts at a flat 0. Everybody starts from the exact same spot. Nobody has any previous rank history. It is just a grind. Downfalls of that is for lower level players. Yes, at the beginning it does suck. For higher level players, it gives them something to work towards. Because right now, any pro that plays or any grand champ, like 1600 MMR, which is about where I'm at, a little bit higher. If I win all my placement matches, I'm going to be champ 3, div 4. So I'll have to win like 2 or 3 more games than I'm grand champ again, which is kind of frustrating, but at the same time, high level players, ranked isn't really for them. I wish there was like a top 100 incentive or something like that with the title that could kind of do that. I also hope that they further implement clubs. We do have clubs in the game. Maybe they should take out solo standard and add in clubs. I think that'd be a really good idea. We'll see. Hopefully they take that into account. Soft reset, if you guys don't know, is basically taking your previous MMR and after placement matches, combining that with an average. There's an algorithm that they use. I don't know what the exact is, but they basically take your placement matches where you were previously, combine them together to give you a general base of where you're supposed to be. The difficulty with that is if you don't reset that after a long period of time, all the MMRs kind of get inflated and you start to see people in Grand Champ or Champ 3 or whatever that technically shouldn't be there. The rule of thumb is if you don't think you can get the rank again by just playing on your own, probably a good situation that you probably shouldn't be there. But circumstances, everybody's a little bit different. The other thing too is your placement matches, if you win, they do go towards your bronze rewards, so that's cool. Big one as well, there is a new ball physics mutator that you can mess around with called Curveball. I haven't tested it at all yet, but highly recommend checking that out. Something new that they kind of just threw in there. Shout outs to Sunless Khan. He did a video about what it'd be like to hit a ball with a curve. Pretty cool stuff. Check out his video. It'll be in the description. What else did they add in here? So extra modes, if you guys didn't see, if you go to training now in free play, notice how it has a label, it has Sakar. You can add in free play different game modes, which is really cool. The fact that they put, it was at the very beginning, they put Rumble on Starbase Arc. I actually love that because Starbase Arc doesn't get a lot of love anymore because of the weird shape, and now that they've neutralized it and made it standard, it's a great map. So the fact that they put Rumble on that dedicated, I love it. At post game, at the end of the game, you can now see your weekly wins. So for those that are doing Rocket Pass and everything, that is not the right one. So Rocket Pass, obviously, you're trying to climb, trying to get different items. They also give you bonus XP for wins throughout the week. I think it's like 21 max. And it'll actually show you at the end of the match how many you have left before you can no longer gain that bonus XP for your wins, which is cool. In-game, something new. Let's do a exhibition match. Just real quick. I guess we were playing spikes only. Oh yeah, we were playing Rumble. Or we were playing like a rugby type of map game mode. So in match, you can actually choose which stat notifications display now. So if you're in game and go into your options under gameplay, you can now choose what notifications, like your epic saves and all that kind of stuff, what shows up, and that's at the very bottom here. You can choose what stats you want it to display. There's 3 different options. You can do all of them. Main stats. Main stats are going to be assist, epic save, goal, save, shot, and demo. All stats is obviously everything, and then no stats will just remove everything. Pretty straightforward. See if there's anything else that they added in here. They added changes to the spectator. If you guys weren't aware, I don't know how many of you guys spectate, but there was a bug with spectating where after every single goal, the lower third here, normally when we cast, we hide it, but it would pop up every single time after someone scored. It was a bug going on. They fixed that. And then the other thing that for me is more spectator oriented, but also for casting purposes, is in tournaments now. There was a bug where when you tried to spectate tournaments, if they were your own, you would get an error message. That has now been fixed as well. So community tournaments going to be coming back soon as well, which is really awesome. Last but not least, the big thing that kind of paid attention to me is they added an input buffer to the gameplay options as well. I don't know if you guys noticed that there. I just totally briefly missed it. But the input buffer basically means that if you're having server issues, it determines what, and this is a quote, what method the game will use to send your gameplay to Psionic servers. There's 3 different modes. I'll leave a link in the description to the entire blog post so you guys can go into detail about that. But it's basically just stating that when you guys are having packet loss or server issues, or like say you're on airport Wi-Fi like I am all the time, or you're in a hotel and the internet's not as good, it basically creates a buffer between your information being sent to the server, which will hopefully cause less issues when it comes to the actual like receiving of the packets or sending of the packets, which will hopefully release the dips. I don't know what that's going to do effective-wise based on input lag or what, or how that's going to work, but hopefully it'll give you a more stable game. So good thinking from them. It's awesome to see. But other than that, man, that's about it. Like that's kind of a big, nice, pretty bow wrapped up on the update. If you guys have questions or concerns or ideas about anything, I think we're going to be doing 2 new things this season. Number 1 is I think I'm going to finally change my controller scheme. I'm going to get off of default controls because it is definitely hindering my ability to play at like 1650, 1700 MMR. There's multiple times where I'm trying to do something and I just can't because my finger is too busy with like 6 buttons. The other thing is I think we're going to start a new YouTube series of Path to Grand Champ. I think I'm going to start queuing and recording those videos of Grand Champ. Probably 2s. I think 2s are probably the most free for options. So hopefully those will be fun. Stay tuned for details. That is for me. Catch us on stream, twitch.tv/Lawler, where we're live. You can ask questions all day long. Peace.